In this quick mini lesson, we're gonna learn how to sync up our audio to our video footage. A lot of times, if you're using more than one microphone or an external microphone to use in your video project later, you're gonna have to sync it up at some point. And I'm just gonna show you a really quick way to do that. Right here, we have our video footage. We're just gonna drag this down to our timeline. As you can see, it already has an audio track with it because this is the internal microphone that the camera uses. And what we'll find is that it's a little bit too noisy for what we want. We want clear audio, and that's why when we shot this interview, we used a boom microphone. So if we listen real quick, you can hear some background noise. This is actually coming from a boom mic, but we also used a lavalier mic, which is this audio right here. And we're going to actually drop this to a different line down here. So this is our boom mic. So basically what we have is our camera microphone, and we want to match it with this. Now, a really good tip, really big tip number one is anytime you're shooting using two different microphones and you need to sync it up later, once you start recording, you're going to have to stop and start both the video recorder and the audio recorder at the same time. Not exactly at the same time, but once you start one, leave it running. And once you stop both, you need to stop both. Because what you'll see is these are essentially about the same length because we started them at the same time, stopped them at the same time. And when we go to sync them, it's going to make it really easy, and we're not going to have to do it more than once. So here's our video footage. And this is a kind of a quick interview, so we didn't get a chance to slate it. And for those of you who know what a slate is, it's when you take the little slap stick thing and you put it in front of the camera and you use it to slap down. So we didn't do that. So what we can do is we can pick any sound out of this to sync to. So I'm just going to pick arbitrarily right here, this point right here, and see what happens when I play it. So she says it happens right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this marker here right before she says it happens. We can zoom in and zoom out. We're going to trim it down to this line. And we're just going to mark it. We'll call it our slate point. And she says it happens. Okay, so now we have this point all set up. Now, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to look through our audio for the same point here and put them together. So I'll start right about there and listen.
People at the right time and wanted to see something actually happen for the community. It happened
So it's right here where it says it happens. Again, we're going to put this line here. We're going to trim it down to this line. And now what we'll do is we'll move this right to the it's happened line right here. And if we click on this line and zoom in, you'll see that they're pretty close, but not quite all the way close. So we'll just do a little adjustment. And then as you can see, all the waveforms and lines are synced the entire time because, again, we did this all in one take. So now that we have that, we can trim this down to here. And now what we want to do is we want to group all these together. So we'll click on this first one, hold Control on the keyboard, click on the second one, click on the third one. Kind of like if you were selecting objects with Windows Explorer. So now that they're all highlighted, we're going to first ungroup them from everything else. So we're going to hit the U key to ungroup. And then we're going to hit the G key to group them all together. The reason you want to hit ungroup first is you might have a clip that's connected with another clip and you want it to get it separated from those first before you regroup it with these new clips. So then once it's grouped, once you hit that G key, we can extend it to the beginning. And you'll notice when we move this, they all move together. If we when we go to split later and we're deleting stuff, everything moves together. Boom. And if we wanted to, we didn't want to use this audio. Oops, sorry about that. There's only one that should be highlighted. If we didn't want to use this audio, we could just play it from here.
It happens so quickly.
And use our other audio. So this is a quick way to sync. This was a quick little mini lesson. So remember, when you are doing your production, make sure you roll your cameras, you roll your audio, and you let them go. Don't go stopping and starting one without doing the same with the other one. And if you can, just let it go the entire production if you do more than one take, because it's really going to make it easier to sync later in post-production. So enjoy it, and I will see you on the next lesson.